Thank you very much, Cathaoirleach. I think you, Cathaoirleach, in your opening remarks referred to the fact that this was possible because of the partnership and trust between the Irish and British governments and the leadership of political parties as well. It was great that we have had such buy-in to the report. You had senior political people who held office during that period, and also senior civil servants and people from civic society as well. Our island has been transformed in the past 25 years. It's an island at peace now. And I think it was Mr. Major in his remarks talked about when he and Albert Reynolds in particular said about trying to achieve the Downing Street Declaration of December 1993, that we had an island that was beset by violence, terrorism, thuggery, and Britain was not exempt from that violence either. And he instanced the fact that there are challenges today, but they pale into somewhat insignificance in comparison to the challenges that were faced by governments and by political parties in the 1990s. And thankfully, we had the Downing Street Declaration, 15th of December 1993, then leading on the multi-party talk, leading on to the Good Friday Agreement in April 1998, and subsequently the massive endorsement in May 1998 of the agreement, both north and south, 94% plus in favour in our state, 72.4% in favour in Northern Ireland. And that was at a time when a large unionist political party at that time were opposed to the agreement. So it showed that the people bought into it. I think we can all, those of us of that generation, can recall the excitement and the joy that there was on this island when those referenda results were announced. And along with the political people, the one message that we got, whether it was from John Major, Bertie Herden, John Bruton, Mark Durkan or others, was the generous way they talked about their opposites in government or in politics as well. There was a generosity and understanding of the other side's difficulties as well. Were it not for the partnership and the trust that existed between the governments in particular, the Good Friday Agreement would not have been achieved. There's lots of lessons for politics every day. Unfortunately, the agreement has not been implemented in full, and a very major part of the responsibility for that is that we haven't had the institutions functioning. And unfortunately, each time the Assembly and Executive is not functioning in Northern Ireland, we don't have the all-Ireland bodies functioning either. Some of the workings were within the competence of Stormont, some within the competence of both governments. But I think we have a lot to learn from what was achieved. It has been transformative for our island. And one of the other remarkable presentations we got was from IBEC, where they talked about the all-Ireland economy and what has happened there with companies here investing in Northern Ireland, companies in Northern Ireland investing here. Thankfully today we have had a massive development in the all-Ireland economy, which is for the benefit of communities, every community throughout the whole island. Of course, the Cathaoirleach again referred to the need for reconciliation. The legacy issues have not been dealt with to the extent that we need to, and the latest British government proposals are absolutely strongly opposed by all political parties on this island and by the advocacy groups for victims as well. So there's plenty of work to be done, but we can be very proud as a country of the achievement of the Good Friday Agreement and its massive endorsement by the people at that particular time. Thank you, Cathaoirleach.